所以在 root condition 和 other conditions 这个 mixed 成为一个 result， 这样子这个 result 这个结果呢，我们就知道它是两个或两个以上的元素关系条件形成的。
So there is the root conditions as well as conditional elements in order to comprise to a phenomenon, and along this formation process, it requires time and various causes and conditions.
所以行深般若的目的是要让我们 realize 这个世间呢没有单一的。
So once again, it's essential to contemplate profoundly on the impression of paramita in order to realize there is no substantial existence, there's no independent entity.
科学的进步帮忙佛教解释这个问题。
And with scientific proofs, it really helps to support this concept in Buddhism.
因为原子里面有电子、质子、中子三个，但是没有固定的。
And within the nucleus, there is protons and electrons, so all of them are constantly changing.
从这样子说，没有单一啊，没有单一。世间呢，现在物质的基本单位原子，它就三个元素。
So there is no single entity, because even the smallest atom within the nucleus, there are still the three things: the protons, electrons, and neutrons.
所以，因为科学的进步，有高度的这些科学仪器啊，可以看出它们是在旋转，互相吸引、互相这样转动的。
So with really high technology and equipment, it has been proven that protons, electrons, and neutrons are always moving and changing.
科学家告诉我们，物质就没有静态的，没有固定的。
So scientists have proved to us there is no permanent condition or state to any matter. It's always changing.
所以佛教释迦牟尼的智慧比科学家先进2500年。
So you can tell that Shakyamuni Buddha, he possessed the wisdom even more advanced than scientists back in 2,500 years ago.
因为他所发现的物质就是没有固定的。
Because he already perceived and realized that there is no permanent state to any matter.
在这样的条件组合之下，没有单一的，又没有固定的，所以呢，它都是一种短暂的存在，或是很长时间的存在，但必定会变化、分解、消失。
So once again, there is no single entity or independent state. And regardless of time, be it a short duration or a long duration, all of this phenomenon will change over time.
佛法呢，佛法讲无我啊，佛法讲无我呢，讲无我就是让我们观察，事事物都是两个或两个以上的元素。关系条件成立的，所以说没有单一的叫无我。
So in Buddhism, there is a terminology called non-self, and this terminology is trying to bring the point across that all matter comprises of two or more conditions or components. So there is no single entity, and hence the term non-self.
所以世间所有的事事物物、宇宙、星球、动物、植物、矿物，都是在这样的情况之下形成的。
And hence all worldly phenomena, including the earth, animals, or any form of existence, all of them undergo the same process of formation based on various causes and conditions.
所以蔬菜这样子成长了不管是被摘掉、被割掉、吃掉，或是自己在田里烂掉，总是它是有因缘才出现的，有因缘才消失的。
So any fruits or plants or vegetables, whether it starts sprouting from the ground to the point that it starts to rotten or decay in the ground, all of those stages or processes requires the presence and the proper timing of various conditions and causes for it to develop.
人、动物原本是没有的，经过父母种种因缘有了，到老了、病了、死了又没有了。
So human beings, animals, or any form of existence did not exist in the first place. However, because of various causes and conditions, it had come into existence. And when the time comes, as it ceases, based on the proper conditions, once again it returned back into non-existence or form.
因为它的出现、它的存在、它的变化、它的消失，都不是它自己决定要这样子的。
And the process in which that it starts to arise or cease is not something that is being controlled by that by itself.
所以佛教讲这一切的存在，都是像如梦幻泡影，不实在。
So in Buddhism, we refer to all worldly phenomenon as illusions, or like lightning, and even like a bubble that would burst.
我们坐飞机，如果是阴天看不到太阳，但是飞机呢升到3万尺左右，整片呢都是阳光光明的。
And if you're riding an airplane, depending on the altitude of the aircraft, you will see the sun coming as well, depending on the height of the aircraft.
虚空呢，不会因为乌云来了就减少了，白云来了就增加了。
So if you look at the open sky, the space in the open sky is not being interfered by the amount of clouds in the sky.
虚空没有因为乌云来了就弄脏了，没有因为说乌云走了就又干净了。
So the sky or space is not affected by the clouds. It will not be polluted or become cleansed based on the presence or absence of clouds.
虚空没有因为你环境污染、破坏污染，就种种水质污染、土壤污染，它这个虚空就受到这个整个的污染了。
And once again, space in general is not being interfered by pollution, by air pollution, or any form of matter that come in terms of occupying the space.
因为呢，一切事事物物的空性这个空性它本来的样子是没有增加减少，没有肮脏，没有干净没有这些的所谓的出现与消失、生与灭的现象。
So the intrinsic nature of all matter relates to emptiness, and because of this emptiness, it is not. It doesn't have any sensation or essence of being pure or impure, or being polluted or cleansed. Because of this empty nature, it is back to its essential nature to begin with.
这就是释迦牟尼有跟舍利子说，是诸法它原本的那个空的样子是没有生灭的，没有构建的，没有增减的。
And therefore, Shakyamuni Buddha mentioned to Sariputra that emptiness is the nature of all dharmas. It can neither be created nor annihilated, polluted nor cleansed, increased nor decreased.
所以这个舍利子是诸法空相啊，这个部分是释迦牟尼有告诉所有的弟子，当然是舍利佛代表，但是告诉比丘、告诉弟子们，这个实相啊，真理的实相，本来是一个空的样子，是诸法的空的样子，相那个样子啊，没有生灭，没有构建，没有增减。
So Shakyamuni Buddha emphasized to his disciples, and with Sariputra as one of the key listeners or present audience at the time, that the Buddha emphasized that the nature of all dharmas is empty. So it applies to all worldly phenomena. And hence, because of the nature of emptiness, it can neither be created nor annihilated, polluted or nor cleansed, increased nor decreased.
所以，这个 realize 是一个理解，一个认识 ，practice 是 second steps。这个 enlightenment 就是诸法空相，不生不灭，这是第三个阶段。所以学习佛法，理解、实践、修行、行深了，再来证悟。Enlightenment 是不生不灭，不垢不净，不增不减。
So the state of realization is similar to an understanding. And along the path of practicing the Buddha's way, we need to undergo the three processes. First, we need to realize or understand the concept. Next, we need to practice, which is the second step, and followed by enlightenment. And at the state of enlightenment is when you realize that the nature of all dhammas is empty, and understand that nothing can neither be created nor destroyed, polluted nor cleansed, increased nor decreased.
所以站在我们证悟、理解证悟的这个境界来看，世间呢，没有真的形形色色的form。
So if you contemplate and realize on the understanding of Prajna Paramita, you would realize that there is no existence of form.
在用空性的境界来看，受想行识，这都是如梦幻泡影，都不实在的。
And if you based on the essence of emptiness to observe all existence, and even to form feeling, perception, volition, or consciousness, you will realize that all of the phenomena are empty.
我们的生活上会欢喜、痛苦、悲伤、兴奋，都是这五蕴引起的。来用智慧的言、慧言来看，这些都是虚假不实的。
And if you're able to perceive suffering and contemplate on suffering, that all of such emotions or discomfort and sufferings that you encounter all are related to those feeling, perception, or consciousness that you possess, then you would, because of your understanding of the nature of all dhammas is empty, then all of those sufferings does not come into existence as well.
佛法是很实用的，它不是光指信仰，而是在日常生活，我们要运用这个跟人相处的情况之下。
Dharma in itself is very practical. We need to know how to apply the Buddha's teachings in our daily living.
我们用正确的认识世间的真相、生命的真相，不会为了这个假象一直天天跟人家 argue、跟人家去计较、跟人家比较，产生很多的苦恼。
After you realize the truth of the universe, then you will tend not to quarrel or argue with anyone on a daily basis based on your own consciousness or worldly understanding.